Hello, buenos días, buenas noches, buenas tardes. A la hora que sea que estén escuchando esto, les deseo un buen inicio de escuchar este podcast. Bueno, esto lo estoy haciendo por varias razones. Una, porque ya un tiempo me he sentido un poco unbalanced. He tenido poca paciencia y siento que he estado como que en todos lados, físicamente y mentalmente. Entonces, yo sé las cosas que tengo que hacer para volver a mi centro, volver a centrarme, pero la mayoría de las veces no lo hago y eso es self-sabotage. Entonces, lamentablemente, la gente solamente reacciona y cambia algo cuando eso está inflictando no, como que it's providing some kind of pain or botherness, y ahí sí es cuando hacemos algo. Entonces, mi intención con este video es que ustedes de pronto vean algo de esto, se motiven o quizás no, de pronto les like a little something goes off that you say, okay, let me try this, y de pronto eso te puede ayudar. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this. So if you're seeing the actual video, you can see me waking up, breathing, and then staring at one thing as soon as I wake up helps me to be conscious, helps me to be present, helps me to ground myself before starting the day. And I have felt a huge difference whenever I do and don't do it. After that, I do my little meditation that again grounds me, sets a tone for my day. And then I always end up cleaning my space before I leave and come back. So you can see me doing my bed, picking up the shoes, and just having a clean space to get back to, even though I'm not going to be there the whole day. And after that, part of my self-care rituals are to sing in the car, to put the windows down, put in my favorite song, and then just sing. It gives me so much life, and I can only think of people that are behind me in the car, because imagine this, like a huge, una camioneta grande, look, with a little tiny hand sticking out every single day, doing like hand movements, and that is me. Another part of my self-care rituals is to do some yoga. And if you're looking at the video, you're gonna see me doing random poses. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just letting my body speak, and I'm doing whatever feels nice and comfortable, even if it doesn't look. But I usually go to yoga every single Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. I try to be there, and it has taught me so much. But that's a different season, dude. Yoga is a different season. Let me breathe. I'm going too fast. I'm gonna hear myself. Hold on. Let's pause this really quick. Ok, la tercera vez que grabo esto. Lo siento si no suena tan natural, pero después de repetirlo como 3 veces, haré mi mejor intento. Alrighty, ¿en dónde nos quedamos? I don't even know. En yoga. Okay, let's do this again. So, one of my favorite things to do ever when it comes to self-care rituals is showering. The scientific reason why you feel so good after a shower, after a bath, after going into the ocean or into the pool is because water takes everything that you're feeling and then does a discharge of all of that. And then since energy evolves and transforms, that is transformed by the water to become a better energy and you feel so much recharged. Por eso te sientes tan feliz, tan recargado después de estar en el agua, because you have been literally being recharged by the water. And that's what I did that whole weekend, because it was my birthday weekend. I went into the sun, I went into the ocean. I literally had like a rebirth. It was beautiful, but for the people who don't have the ocean available, you have a shower, and you can do this, what I'm doing every single day. Showering, taking a breath, showering with yummy products that smell like the spa, like my natural products. And what I did, because my skin was so burned, is I took a little savila, a little aloe vera, I cut it in half, and then I just applied it to my back and to my burnt skin, and that just made it so much more moisturized and didn't let me peel as bad as it should have been. So, this is also part of self-care rituals, doing things that make you feel alive, I guess. Another thing that I do that I've mentioned on the self-care video that I recorded months ago was how talking is so good for you. And sometimes talking means talking to yourself. And you know what? We need to talk to ourselves, because that's the way that we figure ourselves out. So I invite you to record yourself whenever you have a thought, idea, a feeling. Just record yourself and see how better you feel after. And that's something that you can start doing, on a basis. Another thing that I really, really enjoy doing is eating desserts or eating whatever makes me happy without feeling guilty. Not that I ever feel guilty, but I know there's people that feel guilty after having like a whole ass pie, which I perfectly do with no problem. But what I'm trying to say is eat it without feeling any type of negative way. And if that doesn't work, then just eat something healthy that makes you happy. And if that doesn't work, you could always try breathing. As you can see, I took a second. I was feeling overwhelmed, and I just took a second to breathe, to be mindful, to think a little, to ground myself. And I noticed how there were so many things that I wanted to do during the month and during a short period of time that was making me overwhelmed, because I feel like I didn't have the time. But it's not that I don't have the time, it's that I don't have the planning. So I wrote everything down that I wanted to, but my mistake was that I wrote too many things. So if you want to do like your goals for the month, do 3 things, not 7 like me. Because it's not so doable, it's not so realistic. So after that, I just take my notebook and my paper and I think it, and I put it out into the universe. And that's a little self-care ritual that I do. And during the day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is, I always go back and do one of my favorite self-care rituals, and that's singing in my car with the windows down, my little hand, and you could probably see my little hand in a big, como que una camioneta grande, and just zooming through the highway and just singing. And I always listen to Los Besos de Gracie, always. And it just hypes me up, dude. That makes me so happy. It makes me llena de vibra y de vida. So, thank you for that, Miss Gracie. Pero sí, les invito a que bajen las ventanas, canten y la pasen rico con ustedes mismos. Otra cosita que hago, pero que no lo hago muy frecuente, pero cuando lo hago me gusta ir a lugares intencionales, es hacerme las uñas. Y aquí fui a un lugar que se llama Awaken Experience de una amiga que se llama Nati. Y no solamente voy porque me hace las uñas hermosas, pero también voy porque siento que es un lugar en donde I get self and also soul care. And it's just so nice. And I invite everyone to take a little time for themselves during the week, and that's whether that's doing your nails or doing your own nails, but do something. I guarantee it will help. Another thing that I love is spending time with my puppy and my boyfriend. That really centers me. And just seeing Bruno, how, innocent, sweet, mischievous he is, him eating the flower, me giving it to him, just everything. Talking with my boyfriend, telling him my thoughts, my ideas, playing with Bruno, being happy that I'm in a park, seeing the clouds, seeing the grass, just everything, having company, I think is part of my self-care rituals that I like to do and I enjoy doing very much. But I also enjoy being alone. And I think when I'm alone, that's where I center myself again. And if you ever need to be alone, I'm here to tell you that is completely okay. It's normal. It's not selfish. And if you're the one that is feeling like someone is backing away from you to be alone, don't take it personal. It's just necessary. And I thought about it and I felt this during the week, so I recorded myself saying all of this, and I want to share with you guys my thoughts. Hola, buenos días. Me parece muy hermoso porque cada vez que hago un podcast de un tema en específico, siempre durante la semana aprendo sobre ese tema. Como que me llegan nueva información y estoy más consciente de ese tema porque obviamente lo tengo en la mente. Entonces, como voy a hablar de self-care, siento que debería aplicar las cosas que estoy diciendo y que estoy recomendando. Y cuando digo aplicar, obviamente yo las hago, pero I feel like I have to go deeper. Entonces, algo que me acabo de dar cuenta en clase de yoga, of course, es que necesito mi tiempo a solas. Lo necesito. Y creo que todo el mundo se debería de dar la oportunidad de estar a solas. Especialmente cuando nos sentimos como overwhelmed. Necesitamos estar solos para saber por qué nos estamos sintiendo overwhelmed and how we can make the overwhelmness feeling go away by taking something off the equation, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna practice what I preach, and I need my space, I need my time. I'm gonna let people that I love know that I'm going through this, so they understand that it's me and I need my space. And there's gonna be times where people take it personal. They're not gonna understand, and that's okay. And hopefully by them seeing you how having your alone time really nurtures you and centers you back, they will try it themselves and also understand why you're doing it. But if nothing of that happens and they don't understand, that's also part of the process, right? Their process, our process. So, like always, I say things and I try to express them in the most raw moment. And I have so much that I haven't been able to express, and I need to do that because it's a lot of emotions piling up, and I don't want the little volcano inside to erupt unnecessarily. So this is just a little message for everybody to if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel not centered, if you feel like something is not letting you be at peace and you feel just like all over the place, I invite you to do something that centers you and do that thing alone, because I think it's more satisfying doing it alone than doing it with another person. So have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, whatever time you're in. Have a wonderful day. So as you guys could see, I was feeling very emotional. I was feeling unbalanced, and I realized that whenever I am personally feeling unbalanced, my room, my space where I live, it shows, it translates as well. And so I noticed how my room was so messy, and I was keeping things that I usually don't use. So I do a deep detox in my space, and that looks like this. And if you're not if you're not watching the video, I suggest for you to do so. It's very satisfying seeing people clean for some reason. And by people, I mean me. But what I do is I took every corner of my room that had stuff, and I separated my makeup from what I used, what I didn't use. I took all of my purses and took every single thing out, and there were a ton of masks, 2020 living, glasses, sunblocks, agua oxigenada, pañitos, a bell, a Polaroid, a mascara, so much stuff. So I just took everything out, and then I went ahead and went to my closet, and I took everything that I didn't use and I put it on the side, because I usually give those clothes away. And what I did is I started reorganizing everything, like every single drawer. I took everything out. I was like, okay, what have I used? What have I not used in the past year that I said I was going to? And I just divide everything. And then I reorganize it back again. And I think it's also part of the process of letting go of energies, unwanted energies, because one, physically your clothes make space. So when you have a lot of things, you feel like you don't have space. So then you don't start breathing correctly in a flowy way. And second, the clothes that you have worn hold the energy that you have experienced that in. So it's just letting go of stuff that doesn't serve you, from shoes, clothes, socks, bathing suits, and even just cosas que tenías guardadas en el cajón. Sácalo todo, and do a deep cleanse and organize everything, and you're gonna see how amazing it feels. It's also a reminder of how lucky we are, to have multiple items of each thing. It makes me be aware of my space, of my surrounding, of how blessed and privileged I am. And it also makes me realize how, for example, I was looking at my purses. I was like, oh my gosh, we've been through a lot of things, like a lot of trips and a lot of experiences. So it holds a lot of memory. So if you don't just get rid of the memory that doesn't serve you, and you'll have a clean space like this one. After that, and by the way, I did this in one day. It was a Sunday, and I was like, this is my final thing that I need to do in order to recenter myself, and that was cleaning. So I took all of the products that I don't use. I took a break as well. I was like, okay, this is getting tiring. Let me take a break, because that's also part of the self-care, taking breaks when you need it. And I just went outside and I don't know if it's considered yoga, but dude, I just stretched however way it felt nice. I just stretched and stretched however way it felt nice, and it just released a lot of tension in my body and mind. So I suggest one day, if like you're in the office and you're feeling overwhelmed, just stop, and if you can, if your space allows you to, stretch a little bit, however way it feels nice. And if you can't, go to the bathroom and just stretch. Do it. Trust me. Alrighty. So after I cleaned, I stretched, I had some crystals in my room that represented chakras. And I have a story for you guys. So if you're looking at the video, you can see all of the stones that represent one of the 7 chakras. And I put them down to, just recharge them with the sun and do little things that I thought that they would make me gonna feel nice. And so I started counting, and there's only 6 chakras. So there's one missing. I'm like, bro, what the heck? Of course there's one missing. Okay, universe, what are you trying to tell me? Which chakra is missing? And of course, it was the root chakra. The base one, the one that's in your, like, navel, I think it's called. So the point is that I was missing a chakra stone from my little connection, and then while I was looking for it, there legit was a song called "Searching For" in the background. If you know it, it's amazing. Another signal, and I finally find the chakra, which was the stone that really centered and that it centers you. So it was just a beautiful day of recentering, cleansing, and I did something fun that I usually don't ever do, and is I play with my little sound bowl, and I just connected with it. I don't know how to use it, but I just connect with it, and I fake it till I make it. I fake what I'm doing, not what I'm doing, but like how it's used, until it feels okay. It feels comfortable. It feels like I am supposed to be doing that. So that's what I did. And the last thing that I did after cleaning my space, and yeah, basically just doing a detox in my space, was lighting up a sage. And it's supposed to, when you light up a sage, it's supposed to take away negative energies from your space and emotions and energies. And I don't know what else sage does. Again, fake until I make it. But it just feels right to clean my space with it. So I turned it on and I just went through every corner, everything, like my little intention book, my bed, and I was like, okay, I turn you on, como que te prendo con intención de cleaning my space. And I went around my little plants and I was like, please grow, please, be healthy, bring me abundance, in the TV, whatever I watch, for it to like, que me nutra de una manera. My little crystals, cleaning my yoga mat, thanking it for allowing me the space to do whatever I do in yoga, my mirror to let me see myself clearer, and so on. And so I just saged my space, and after that, it felt like I could breathe again. So If my number one piece of advice for a self-care ritual, recentering yourself back, it would be to do a deep detox clean of your space. And you're gonna feel wonderful. And of course, finish it up with a cold or hot or both shower. And until next time, my loves, thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing, and I hope something resonates with you. I love you. Bye. Until next time.